Hi everyone, Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts, and this is actually the last two pages of the 8x8 Precious Moments mini. Because I am getting ready to rush out and go to the movie with my two sons, I went ahead and kind of did some things ahead of time, but I wanted to talk to you about it. This one page is simple, but it's cute because it's got those bright colors in it, and I'm really pleased the way it turned out. Now I used the embellishments that came with the kit. Actually I can't cut this out, and I popped it up a little bit. And then I found this really bright green rickrack, but I made the mistake of putting the wider, I think this is 1/2 inch, score tape on it. So when I went to put it down, I thought, gosh, the score tape is going to cause the pages to stick together. So I ended up deciding to go ahead and put some pink rickrack, which I ended up really liking. So that's what we ended up doing on that page, or what I ended up doing. I don't know why I said we. For this here, I used a Spellbinders circle, and I also used the lacy circles. So I used my Big Shot, and I went ahead and cut this out, and then I measured which one would fit inside of it. So that's how I did that. And then this is the embellishment. I already talked about that. So we're all good. I'm contemplating on putting something here that the person can journal on for these two pictures that can be used for a photo mat. So let's go ahead and set that aside. Now on this one, I intentionally did not glue it down because I wanted to show you what I did here. Now this page has these squares on it. And it's so funny because I sat and stared at this thing for, I don't know, minutes, I'm going to say, thinking, what am I going to do here? And I thought, I'm going to utilize the actual paper design that can be used as either journaling or photo mats. These here came from the kit, so I hand cut those out. But what I did here was I took the flower and I punched a hole in it, and then I moved it so that this corner was punched through as well. I actually used my paper piercer, and I didn't punch it, but so that this is sort of interactive. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. That's why I'm doing this video, because I wanted to show you how important it is to make sure that you are punching or piercing in the right place. So we actually want to come down here, but also have it in line with our photo, and I want to come down about right here. So if you try to do this, it's important that you don't do it right on the edge, especially if you're going to be, using it as a interactive. I keep calling it interactive for lack of better words, but you want to be able so that it doesn't rip out. I'm trying to find what's going on here. One second. My little brad. I got these brads through Oriental Trading. Oh, there, that's why. If you haven't had a chance to look at Oriental Trading for their scrapbooking and their card making, go ahead and take a look, because they got a lot of stuff. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. Flip this over. And when you put this down, it doesn't matter that it's torn a little, because you're not going to see it. You're going to give it a good push, because you want it to lay flat on your chipboard. So that's what you have. You have your little squares that you open. That got stuck on the score tape there, and you can go like that. All right. So the little stamps that I used, I went back to my Hero Arts, and I'm just calling it my friendship stamps because it doesn't really have a name. But I used a couple of different things here. I used Friend here. I used Amazing Friend here. I Simply Enjoy You here, and Everything's Better here. So let's go ahead and put on the rickrack. Get that up there. And then we will glue it on our chipboard. And put this right like this. And I want to be careful that I'm not... There we go. Give that a little bit of room there so that it'll be able to move around. And then I'm going to put this beautiful bright green on the edge like this, and I want it to hang off the edge because it's so cute when you do that. Pushing it down on the score tape like that. Okay, you know, we can go ahead and trim this right now. And glue it on. And we have to trim up the edges a little bit once it's glued on. We can do that. And I'm finding that an X-Acto knife or something similar to that works the best when it comes to, you know, finishing up your creation, your mini, instead of trying to cut it with scissors, because it is not cutting straight, or you know, it gives little frayed edges. So that is that. This is from the kit as well, and I just taped it down, or adhered it down with ATG. Okay, see, so what I'm going to do, I mean, I can even do that right now. Other than the ribbon, I'm going to get my X-Acto knife here, and I usually put something underneath it, which I'm going to, so I don't cut my mat. I haven't really shown anybody how I'm doing this. I've talked about it, so it's just such a, you know, a cleaner line to do it like this. Now, I also wanted to mention, I will have to repair that. Look at me, I'm talking about how much cleaner of a line it is. I also wanted to mention that if you so desire, you can use a emery board or a nail file to sort of finish off the edges as well. And it depends on what kind of paper you're using, because this is very, very thin paper, so you have to be careful. But that will help in finishing off your edges as well. So I just thought I'd throw that in there while we were talking about it. Get that out of the way. So, and then this is my last page. I just glued it on ahead of time. I typically don't put anything on the back page unless there's some sort of a saying or you know, something that I find that would sort of finish off the theme of the album. So that is it. That is that last page. I think I covered everything, but I don't think I've ever seen minis or anything like that that has that sort of design. So I don't know how I came up with that. It just worked for me. But anyway, okay, so that's it. Thank you all so much for your patience and going through all this. I think I'm going to go ahead and use ring binders instead of the cinch, because I think the cinch is going to take up too much of the space here. With the ring binders, I'm going to put 4 of them in. I'll have more control. And then typically what I do is I put some real pretty ribbon and stuff like that through it. So, okay, real quick, let's go through it. Front page, page 2 and 3. I forgot to mention in the review video that I put little banner things here so that they could journal. And I love this shimmery blue. And flip this over. This is the last page that we just did. And it is done. All right, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.